Leanne.
And this is Lost in Floss. We're using our real names today.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like, well, some people caught on.
Oh, yeah, I got that. I wrote that down.
Okay. Yeah, our little fun thing that we threw in last time, and it was just right at the very beginning. I mean, right before we hit record.
Yeah, we just
decided to do it.
Last minute. Should we do that? Oh, yeah, let's see if they're on their toes.
I don't know.
So I'll have to say, Pam thought she was having a senior moment when we switched our names. If you didn't see our last video,
yeah,
you can go back and watch it. It's right in the beginning. We just switched our names to see if you were paying attention. And Polly M was paying attention. Pam, Woolly Girl, was paying attention. And then Mel from Mel's Travel and Stitches, she just wrote, she was paying, she's like, I paid attention. So
glad some people are. I know sometimes I'll be watching a video I really want to watch, and if I'm multitasking, it's like all of a sudden I'm halfway through it and I'm like, what did they even show there?
I know.
I have to hit rewind, and I don't know.
Or you could do what I did when I was quilting and watching. I cut about 12 pieces wrong.
Oh, geez.
And so that's going to make my quilt a little smaller now.
I guess so.
But I have some interesting blocks.
Yeah.
So, but, and let's see. Should go to some questions?
Right.
We had One Stitch at a Time asked Barb about her, let's see, give me the, about her Christmas list. There you go. And then what size?
Thing, I'll just show it. I believe it's 18 count. It was just like, it's kind of oatmeal-y and something that I think they sell either, I know I got it from either like Joann Fabrics or Hobby Lobby. And it was, I think, in one of those long tubes. So.
And how is this 36 inches?
I don't know. I mean,
it's probably 24 by 36. Yeah, it is.
Because I cut off some of it, I think. Yeah, I must have.
Did you?
Sideways?
I bet you it was 24 by 30.
Maybe not.
No, I don't think you did.
Maybe I didn't. I don't know. It was so long ago when I started it. But, yeah, and I'm stitching over 2, so that's why it's so big.
Makes it gianter.
Yeah.
If that's a word.
The mega size.
Grander. I love that piece.
Ginormous.
Ginormous.
That's a great word.
Yes, I know. I love that. And I like that in that size. It's just so fun.
I am looking forward to finishing it this year and final finishing it because I think it'll be really cute.
Yeah, I think it will be too. Then let's see. We had, Nevada Stitcher said she has a guest room for us to stay at in Nevada.
Oh, where are we going?
And we're going to I think she's in the Las Vegas area.
Okay.
Because I think her LNS is Stitcher's Paradise.
Okay.
And she also stitches and she'd go to bed.
Oh. I did think of that a couple times this week.
Me too. It's like when your stitching gets goofy, go to bed. Because I think most people are stitching at night.
A lot of them.
To relax before they go to bed. So, and then, and we talked about our never would I ever put my pins in the cushion of my chair. Well, Connie of Count Twice, Stitch Once uses her couch as a pin cushion.
It's just the arm, not the cushion.
And then we had, Doreen Walton agreed with the colors that we picked out for the February Flip It.
Yeah.
On the plaid.
Yeah. I just realized this week that they're called stamps, and that little border around.
Oh, I know.
Like, duh.
Didn't take us long.
It's only the third one I've done before I realized that. Like, that's why they call them stamps.
This is such a cute border. It looks like a stamp.
Sometimes I scare myself. Oopsie.
And then also Suzy Reno, I know she mentioned us in her video, so I went and watched her. And I have seen her before, but I never knew what her name was, and I never could figure out how to get back to her.
Okay.
So now she's on my subscribe list, so we're good. But she was talking about the Marie Kondo way of organizing and tidying up, and
showed us her underwear drawer.
yeah, and mine now looks similar to yours because I went and tidied mine up.
Do you have your socks in there too?
No, I don't. I haven't done my socks one yet because I'm a bit of a sock hoarder.
I tried doing my shirts that way for a while, and also my husband's t-shirt drawers, which he has too many t-shirts.
You just need more drawers, you know.
More drawers than t-shirts, but yeah, I did think, it just always looks so nice and crisp and easy to see what you have in there. So
yeah, which I mean, just taking my underwear out of the drawer, it's just so much nicer because it's just not a struggle to get it out. I mean, it wasn't that bad looking, but this is like way better.
Well, it just looks all organized.
That's my goal for this year. And then I wanted to thank Betsy of Bird Stitcher Colorado for passing on this coffee pattern by Beth Twist.
That's cute.
Yeah, I think this is going to be like my beginning of fall stitch. So I want to do a sampler.
I know. There's a couple that I'm thinking I might dive into. But I have to, before I do that, I have to finish some of the stuff. Finish it February.
Yeah, I know. Well, let me talk about this one more thing, and then we'll talk about,
so we don't forget.
About that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I also wanted to thank Kimberly Jolly and Lori Holt from Fat Quarter Shop. Lori is starting to make cross stitch patterns, which are adorable and totally Lori Holt. I mean, they are just so cute. Fast stitch, I started doing this. I just wanted to do a little pillow for fall. And I mean, it's just so darn cute.
Yeah, they're really cute.
And she adds her buttons, and I don't know, it's so colorful.
Little ornaments or
different
uses.
Yeah, but I thought just little pillows would be really cute.
That reindeer is cute.
I know, isn't he? I started stitching this after Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And so I just kind of wanted to do Christmas pieces. So then I think I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this house, but I don't think I'll make it look gingerbready.
Right, just like a cozy cabin.
Yeah, and then I want to do 4 more in a pillow, and then 4 more, and it's just really cute, really fun.
How many of them are there? Let's see, a dozen.
6, 9, 12. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cute.
And that's what I have about that. So then let's talk about our Finish It February stitch along.
Or you could slur the words and then get a new meeting.
Yes.
It's not very appropriate for our channel.
We have hashtag Finish It February SAL. So hashtag us what it is. Barb kind of came up with it, and we don't know if anybody else did, but Barb is the one that I first heard about it from.
My thought is it's a short month. I have a lot of things started. A lot of people have joined the 9 challenge.
Stitch 9 challenge.
Stitch 9 challenge. So it's just a good time to not start anything new for me. So the whole thing is just to stitch on existing WIPs, things that already started. And of course, if you are done with all your WIPs, you may start new things. But I just think it'll be interesting to see how far we can get on finishing up some of the things that just have a little ways to go. And,
totally agreed.
So
and if you're doing Stitch Mania, perfect time to get ready for that, because you don't want to, bring things over. Well, you can bring things over, but it's just nice to say, okay, I'm going to stick to it and finish it. You can stitch on anything.
Right.
we don't care. Just hashtag us. Finish it February at Sal, S-A-L.
Right.
And
use capital letters.
I've been using capital letters because if you do it all in one word, you'll see
why.
that word just sticks right out.
But it kind of works that way too.
But yeah, so then join us with that. Also, we're still working on the LIF Harry, Jack, and LIF Henry, Jack, Harry, and I still and Barbara likes to call them the triplets.
The triplets.
I'm still working on the triplets.
I did work on my Harry this last, since we taped last.
Is he part of your Stitch 9 challenge?
He is not.
Oh.
But I just decided I need to work on him.
Do you want to pull him out? Or do you want to wait?
I don't care. Either way.
Yeah. So then, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, let's see. Oopsie.
Oh, see, and this is the one that
So this is what we're talking about. Good old Harry. He's the one with the bag full of carrots, feeding the bunnies.
He's very cute.
And he doesn't have hands yet, or carrots, or whatever he has in his hands. But I actually got pretty far on him.
Sweater.
Yeah. He's cute. And once I start working on him again, there's a lot of, his pants will be more difficult because they're checkered, but his sweater is just a lot of plain stitching. His bag's a lot of plain stitching. So, I did the outline and then went back in for the bag and just filled it in. So it's a lot of just kind of mindless stitching, which is
fun.
nice.
A fun, fast stitch.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say fast,
but
a fun stitch.
It's faster
mindless.
if you can just keep going without keep looking at the pattern.
Right.
And that I have a problem with. I just have the pattern sitting on my lap. I need like a stand or something.
I know. Somebody showed one that I think it was actually for an iPad, but probably would work for your chart as well. But you clip it on more so it's in your line of vision up.
Yeah, because I stitch in hand. And whoever set it on Flosstube, it changed my life. Because now I stitch everything in hand, and I just start so many more things.
I know, that was funny you said that, because that was never a problem for me, because I just had those hoops with the tension that just pop on and off so easily that it was like, oh, I'm gonna work on this. No big deal.
And I guess I just, I was a total monogamous stitcher even before we started doing floss tubes. And then, you hear all these people, I started this and I started that, and I'm like, well, heck, I'm going to start that too.
I think when I got all that stuff from the thrift store right before we decided to do our first floss tube, that's when I started a whole bunch of stuff. And before that, it was like mostly just stockings. Which I'm still working on, but that's all right.
You got time now.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then I know we referred to the Stitch 9 challenge. It's a challenge Michelle, Farm Girl, on Flosstube, Farm Girl. She just kind of put this out on Instagram and Facebook and said, she picked 9 projects that she'd like to finish in the year. And I think it kind of just went viral.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a nice idea. 9 is doable.
Right.
Well, at least with the ones I picked out. Yeah. Some people have
heights
and stuff like that. I'm like,
no, I kind of was lazy. Not lazy, but confident that I can get these done.
and I didn't even think about them. I just picked the ones out that was in my basket that I was kind of working on. I didn't really think.
Oh, no.
Because I would have picked some other ones.
I picked ones that I knew I could get done, or that I wanted to get done.
Yeah. So do you want to go through your Stitch 9 challenge?
Sure. First off, Silver Creek samplers, which we just showed already.
Yeah.
So the long one, I think it's my Christmas list. It's funny that I don't think
it doesn't
says
say
on
that,
there.
but everybody's referring to it, and maybe it's on the directions.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm pretty far. I'm stitching this. Well, I said on the 18 count, but I'm doing it over 2 and with 4 strands, 3 strands, 4 strands.
4 strands, I think.
4 strands.
I think
of
you
floss.
started with 3.
So yeah, had I known about pearl cotton, I would have definitely gone that route, because a couple people commented on that you know, if they're going to do something big, you know, you just use 1 strand then. So it would really
please
eliminate.
take note if you're doing it and you're doing it large. Learn from Barb.
Yep. So another one that I have is Bent Creek Winter Row.
I love that one.
This is one of the ones that I got in my thrift store haul. So I worked on
her amazing thrift store haul.
Yeah.
Is that the call for a color of fabric?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it looks like it.
I think so. But I'm finally moving on to, I have a couple rows of the snowman in. So there's how many? 3 snowmen?
Yep.
And I'm halfway done with the letters, so I really feel confident that this year.
Well, and I like the fact that it's snowmen that you can put it out now.
Right.
Like, you know, I have a tendency to stitch a lot of Christmas.
Yeah.
And then it's all gone after a month and a half.
Right. And then I got this pattern from Jackie.
What's Jackie's channel? Do you remember?
Cross My Stitches?
I think so.
Cross My Stitches. Winter ABCs. And she gave me the okay to pass it on when I'm done. So sometime this year, we will put it out there, and somebody who wants to stitch it, who doesn't have it. But Leanne and I kind of went over the threads, and
What did you end up using as your red?
oh, I don't even remember, whatever's in my thing. Actually, I never pulled out the couple of things that I had in, so this is the new the red that I'm using.
Oh, so you kept the different reds in?
I did.
I think that's a great idea.
Because I'm like, what's the difference? I mean, it's a quilt, so you have some, and even with the variation, you have some variation.
Yeah.
So I hope the white shows up enough on that.
I think it will once you get going.
Yeah, and I don't know, like I'm using DMC for the words. Part of me is like, should I use DMC for the words and then something with a little bit more variation for just the letters that are just by themselves? So I might try that. I don't know.
So can I see? Mm-hmm. Oh, so you did. Oh, see, that's a pretty, like a blue gray. Mm-hmm. That's pretty.
Yeah,
I think it's going to look really nice. I did?
Yeah. Don't you remember? You had it out from something and you said, here, this is a nice color.
Oh. It probably is in one of my stitches
it
I just finished.
Is. So then I finally got back to winter time because I just love Leanne so much.
This is such a beautiful piece.
And I was working on it last night, and I'm like working on the brown, and I'm like, I wasn't even paying attention that spells the letters, and I'm like, oh, that kind of looks like an N. And then it's like, oh my gosh.
Go to bed.
Either that or you have to go platinum. And
not that there's anything wrong with that.
No. As my husband always says to me, well, this was even probably 15 years ago. He's like, you're going to make some old lady. Like, thank you.
Oh, I love that.
So then I have Lizzie Kate, Winter 4 Seasons.
Oh, Germany.
And I actually got this one done.
Yay! So that is adorable.
I am thrilled. I used, I think, the called for fabric and all the called for colors except for the winter is DMC. But yeah, I'm happy with it, and I really toyed with the idea of starting spring just because then I could work on it in February. But I think...
get a stitch in there.
Yeah, but I have so many things I should work on instead that I think, well, March is still early spring.
That's true.
I'll start it then.
And it didn't take you that long.
No, because that was, I don't know. It's what I primarily stitched on, so. And then we have Betty Broomstick. And I don't think she's changed since I last showed her. But, you know, really, it's like she needs hair. She needs arms. She needs feet. Cat needs a body.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yeah, but, you know, not that bad. So I definitely will get done. Then this one is Indian Summer Sampler. It's a blue ribbon design. Somebody had asked where I got this. I don't know if they were looking for it online, but I did get it at Stitchville the one time I was there.
Stitchville.
In Minneapolis.
Oh, you were at Stitchville?
Yeah, before we started doing these.
Oh. Fun.
Yeah. So this was my one that I should have been stitching 1/2, and I decided I wanted more vivid, so I did 2/2. And then when I saw another thing Leanne was working on that was 1/2, I'm like, oh, I don't like it. So I decided I started. There's a couple you can see that are a little bit fainter towards the top. So I did start pulling out some of the floss and starting over in some of the sections, but basically I'm gonna just start it over. And
what are you stitching it? What over what?
1/2.
Oh,
so like this is 1/2 at the top. This is 2/2, and I like this much better.
Oh.
So, and it's one of those things, like, I feel like you can give yourself permission to just stop and not keep going on it, and you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So, this is June Prairie Schooler.
Gotta love a prairie schooler.
I know. And it's my goal to do all 12 months, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to put the little girl in the corner. I'll probably pick one of the other motifs from the back. I don't know what yet, but and I have the house almost done, so that's probably the worst part. Ooh. And this is on
that looks nice.
Coffee tea-dyed fabric. Chelsea and Priscilla method. So
the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch.
Yep.
I think they're known as.
Yep. So I'm thinking maybe I will just use the Monaco for all 12.
Well, did you hear Monaco? They're not going to be selling it anymore.
Was it just the big stuff? I mean, the bigger pieces, or all of it?
I think all of it. So,
well, then maybe
stock up on your Monaco.
I do have some, but not that much. So
if you want to do all 12 months,
I mean, it doesn't really matter if the count's the same. I just thought it would be you know, you think of like how long it's out for. It's out for a month. Like, do you want to spend a ton of money on it?
Yeah.
Some things I would say yes.
And it looks really good no matter what it's stitched on.
Right.
Those Prairie Schoolers are so timeless.
Yep. So here's my oldest WIP in the world, Pumpkin Patch, which, yes, I said I was going to finish it in 2018. Hashtag I'm using on my stitches. Let's not bring up the Pumpkin Patch. But it really is almost done. We had torn out the cat. You can see like kind of remnants of the cat in the trees. So basically what I have to do is just a little bit of back stitching, not even that much, and fill something in where the cat was, just some leaves or something. So honestly, if I sat down with this, probably for a night, I could be done with it. But,
yeah,
you know, it'll probably happen more in like late summer, early fall.
Are you going to frame that?
I don't know. Probably.
I think you should. Yeah.
I was thinking it would be cute with like denim, like worn, like a border of
as a background. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cute?
Yeah, like just old blue jeans.
Yeah. So that might
be very cute.
Might be the route I'll go.
Yeah.
So that is my 9.
Those
and
are your
I'm
9?
Sticking to it.
Okay.
Your turn.
My 9 are let's see. This Plum Street Samples, Red Cottage.
Oh, is it red now?
Well,
did you find a red?
Have not done it. Yes, I have found a red, but this is as far as I've gotten, which I will remove that red to make it a redder red. So I haven't done anything on it. So that's why it was in my 9, because it's like I want to do something. Then I've been working on this, and this is another Plum Street sample, Friends of the Heart, and that I started it. I think I haven't done anything since last time we recorded.
Did you have the whole deer done?
I did. Oh. I'm pretty sure I did. I thought I had it this far.
I don't know.
Because I was talking about the deer as a different color, and if I could read, things would go a lot smoother. And then
look at these guys. Oh,
good old Harry is in my list, and this is All Through the Night, right? Yeah, All Through the Night by Bonnie Sullivan, cross stitch, and that's how far I got on him. Nothing. But
he
I
seems
have
to
Jack,
be invisible.
And I have Henry done. And I am not doing this all in one piece because I did not think I had enough fabric to do it all in one. And now that it's stitched, I do, but there'd be too much of a space in between all of them.
Yeah.
So,
well, you could add some trees or something.
I could, but
or you could come apart. I'm leaning more towards doing mine separately.
What I really want to do is I want to find a long toboggan, and I'd like to put them all on the toboggan. I have found just a long piece of wood that they would all fit on. So I have that, but I have to paint the wood and everything like that. So we'll see when I get that far.
That'll be December 30th.
Yeah. So then my next one is Brenda Gervais, Where Hearts Rest, which I absolutely love this piece. And since I showed it last, which has probably been a while, nothing has been worked on since.
I'd stitch that.
I know. I love this piece. Every time I see it on Instagram or something, I fall more in love with it.
I think we didn't we kit that out together at Lynn's?
Yeah, do you have this one too? Oh, okay. Yeah, then we did.
Okay.
Because we got everything has to be the same.
Not everything.
Which is totally fine with me.
Really.
So then I'm working on Little House Needleworks Winter ABCs. Yes, Barb is stitching this also.
I'd stitch that.
And
that looks really nice.
As far as I got the skates in last night.
Oh, you got the quilt.
And I was working on the quilt. And then it was time to go to bed.
Now, look how that pops though. Wait, where did I put mine? I want to see comparatively. Because I picked this green.
Yeah, yours is, yours actually shows better than mine does.
Oh, I don't think so. Maybe I'll...
But I don't have anything on the back.
Yeah. See, I think that the white shows really well on that.
See, I think the white shows good on yours too.
All right,
I think you just need to get more of it done.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You know.
I do like the green that I'm using with the green fabric, so that was good choice.
I like the green.
Okay.
And then I will be working on Autumn Time. And I have the fabric and I have the flosses all ready to start that. Maybe sometime in July. I don't know.
It doesn't have to be February.
It seems, it makes, see how far I get on things in February.
Right.
I mean, a lot of things I'm kind of close to finishing, so.
Well, and that's why, like, right after Christmas, I decided to start, like, winter things, like that Lizzie Kate, the ABCs, I don't know. I have, the winter time.
Yeah.
Just because winter is long, so.
Well, here in Wisconsin,
right?
It can go till almost June.
Yeah, came home last.
Because I mean, a lot of Memorial Days are cold.
Well, I wouldn't have winter up then though, but
I wouldn't either. But
for
I would
sure,
stitch winter
for sure through March. Definitely is I wouldn't probably put spring stuff
once
up.
Eastery stuff comes,
Right.
then you don't put Easter up and then winter back up.
Well, depends on the weather outside.
You could, yeah. Yeah, last year. Okay, and then this, I bought this kit. It's a Scarlet House, American Farmhouse.
And I'd stitch that too.
Did you buy this?
Yeah, I did.
So, and I just love this piece. Again, it was a kit, so then I got the fabric and flosses already set to go. Then I got my, I should call this the Prairie Schooler Challenge. Prairie Schooler, I'm trying to do all 34 Santas, which I just started this year.
But how many do you have done?
I have 5 done, 29 to go.
That's pretty good though.
And this one I just finished. So I really, and I'm doing it called for colors, called for the Davos fabric. Now that I learned how to stitch on it,
yeah,
very fast.
I have some, but I haven't even looked at it yet.
Yeah.
So I think I'll understand what you're talking about better
And
from your last video.
These Santas are just way more involved than the beginning Santas. So I'm like, once I get these, it's kind of funny because this is 80, 90. It's kind of funny, like I looked at this, I don't have all the patterns. I have some. Mm-hmm. And I kind of look at the patterns and you kind of see the decade that they are kind of reflects the times.
Right.
Like in the 80s, that was big hair, shoulder pads, everything was more, and before that it was just kind of minimal. So
does he have leg warmers on?
No. No headband either.
Aw, Santa.
And then my last of the 9 is another Prairie Schooler, Winter Wind. And I am done.
That's so pretty.
At first I didn't think I had I had everything done except the darker blue. And I'm like, dang, I can't believe I don't have that color.
Did you give it to me?
No, because I thought I had all the colors.
Oh, uh-huh.
And I thought, I'll just look in my box again and see if I have it. Well, again, if I could count correctly, it would have been in the correct spot.
Oh.
But it wasn't. And then I found it and I'm like, yay, I can finish it.
This is so pretty. Now, doesn't this seem smaller? This is 32 count?
It, no. Is this the one that I screwed up? No, this is 32 count. And it's on Witch's Brew, which, I love this.
Yeah, I like that too.
So.
Because I'm thinking, like, my fall one looks so much bigger, but I wonder if those are the same size charts.
I have no idea.
Because, I mean, it's kind of has that look to it, but this looks so much smaller, and usually the difference between...
But maybe it isn't.
Yeah, it maybe isn't.
If you compare them.
Yeah. It probably isn't, because there's not that big... I was figuring the difference, because I screwed up on my winter ABCs, and I did 28 instead of 32.
Oh, did you?
Worse. Yeah.
Because I
know.
I couldn't read on mine. I did a 30 count instead of 32 count.
I have that cabinet to put it on, so it's like I wanted to fit on that.
It should.
But then I calculated, and I had enough space on the side. So,
Yeah.
and I had more than enough in the length
and
of it,
bottom,
and that's where, like, I think the difference on the side was maybe half an inch, and the length was where it really mattered more. And I had plenty there. So.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Annie Hall.
I don't know if I showed this before.
And our thing is, if you can't remember if you showed it,
so we'll show it again. And I'm gonna start this, so I'm stitching on it in February. But it is Bunny and Company with Thy Needle and Thread. And this little guy, which I just love.
That is.
So
I don't think I've ever seen this.
No, I think I got this.
Chick.
Oh, this
in
is
the egg.
This is what I bought when I had 10 minutes in Lynn's in Madison when we were there for a wedding.
Yeah.
And I managed to find a pattern I wanted to come home with. So I'm just gonna do it on this linen-y fabric. And then it calls for like straw for the rabbit. Do you want to hold up the chart? Or for the chick? Oops. I'm just hoping this is going to be, like, he looks fairly yellow. And this is the called for color.
How is it on the fabric?
I mean, it looks good on there. So, I don't know. But I also did pick up a more...
pretty true.
I picked up a more, like, a soft yellow.
You know, I think I'd go with the yellow. I really do. Here he is here. Because Brenda Gervais, you know, her colors are always, like, very muted.
So you think more of the yellow?
I think...
Because you want it to look like a chick.
I want it, yeah, you'd want it yellow, but try it and see.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. So anyways.
You know, what I've done, I've already just cross-stitched, like, on the corner of a stitch just to see what the thread looks like on there. So,
I will be starting that in January because I want to be stitching on it in February.
At least get one stitch in.
Yeah. So.
I am really good. I think I'm going to really try to abide by your rules.
Well, I definitely, I mean, it's 28 days. It's 4 weeks.
It is.
You should be able to do that.
And I had startitis for a while.
Yes, you did. So I only started the things that I knew I'd have a good chance of finishing in the winter time this winter. So I feel like I have enough big projects. Like when I first started stitching, I just didn't realize you can't just do all like 8x10 size pieces.
No.
You need the small ones to be thrown in.
When I first started, I thought you had to use the exact fabric that it called for. And so there were pieces that were like 40 count that I'm like, there is no way I'm going to do that. Why? You know, and then you start watching Flosstube and people are doing it on different counts. And I think Priscilla and Chelsea for sure was the one that really convinced me that it just, you're like, oh, I can pick whatever I want.
Right.
And so what I feel comfortable most is like 32 or under.
Right.
I mean, I will do a 36. A 40, I don't know that I can see good enough to do it.
See, and, you know, then it gets to be work, too. I don't know that I've ever even attempted 40. But the snowman that I'm doing, that I got at Country Sampler, is 35 count. And I think that's about where I would stay.
Draw the line.
And even there, I mean, then when I stitch on 28 count, it's like, woo.
I know, isn't
like
it funny? Yeah, I know when I do my Santas, it's like,
when I think back to, I was stitching on 18 count Ada for the first stocking project that I worked on like 5 years ago, and how difficult it was once I started getting more and more colors in there. And now I'm like, well, if you don't have the Meg eyes and the hot light, you are missing out if you have trouble seeing things.
Yeah,
because it's world changing.
Yeah, you can use the Meg eyes, and if you don't have a good light, like I even notice if my light is changed, and once I get it like on the subject I'm doing, it's like, whoa, we'll turn the light on. As long as it's not glaring in anybody's eyes.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
So
point it down.
Yeah. So I had to make a January haul from 123 Stitch. So I've got, I wanted some March stuff in February. So I got this February. It's Heart and Hand, and it's Joyous Journal, or Joyful Journals, February. And then I wanted for St. Patrick's Day, so I got the March. And then I just thought, from Trilogy, this was...
Oh my God.
I love that leprechaun.
You know what he reminds me of?
Doesn't he remind you of our cups?
Our mugs.
Yeah.
We'll have to show our mugs when it's appropriate.
Wait till
time.
March.
It'll be fun. Oh yeah, and we told them last time there was going to be a surprise this video.
Yeah.
And there's not.
There's not, because...
But we're planning it better.
Yeah.
So... You're just going to have to hang on.
Our surprise was finish in February.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. If you believe that one.
But, okay. Then, let's see. WIP's work in progress.
I have one other WIP besides what I've already shown.
Okay.
This is the Flip It, the stamp, February. That I got advice on, and I think you were right. Like, I do like the pink in there.
Oh, I do.
But now we had talked about using blue lettering, and I don't know that I want to do that. I don't know. Like, I can do the background, this creamy color.
I think I would do either the red or the pink.
Yeah, and the cream. Like,
yeah.
why would you bring?
I don't
blue
know.
in?
Well, is there blue in
there
the
was
plaid?
blue in my no. That's the
that
thing.
That was
There's
your thing. There was no blue
in the plaid. That's why
yeah.
I almost didn't use it. So
well, I think because the pattern.
Oh yeah.
It had blue.
Oh, maybe that's why we were talking
about it. And that's
it.
probably why. I'm sure that's why, because
right.
You gotta match.
So these are the colors that I've used on some of the other months. If you want to go back and look. Or they're on Instagram too.
Very cute.
So I'm almost thinking the flower color for the background, and maybe the pink for the wording because of the red being all the way around. Or I could even use the green for the lettering, but I don't know if that would look too Christmassy.
No, I think I like the cream and the pink.
Pink,
mm-hmm.
And do you think you'd like the cream background with pink lettering or pink background with cream lettering?
Oh, either one. Does it have, then do you go around it too?
No, well, you just fill in. There's one line that goes across.
Okay.
And then you fill in this background.
Oh.
So.
Well, maybe that would look kind of cute. Pink. Use this line, the line that goes across the February on this line right here.
Do that.
Do that in the red.
Okay.
And then do pink, and then do the cream.
White lettering?
Yeah.
Yeah, or cream, or whatever color it is.
I think that would be cute.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do then.
Yeah.
It's decided. Hope you all agree.
I can't wait to see that on that plaid.
Yeah, I know. I think it would be really cute.
Yeah.
So, if I get my act together this month yet, I should start March, because then I could work on it in February during the moratorium on starts.
Get one stitch in there.
That's all I have to do.
And then you'll be okay.
This is really cute. Just looking at this guy.
I know. So if I stitch it, I can pass it along to you.
Oh, the trilogy. Oh.
Yeah.
So
and
cute.
then, let's see. Finishes?
None. Oh, but I want to consult on this one. Hold on. Excuse me,
Hold, please.
Where did I put that?
There's something down here on the floor that I moved from the table.
No, I think it's over here.
So, what should we talk about?
Wait, I'm going to come from the opposite side.
Barb's going around in a circle. Okay, I'm going to talk about, in our last video, we mentioned Anne's sewing room. And if you weren't paying attention real closely, you didn't hear where this was. But I watch, and I don't know if you watch it or not, but I watch Flosstube Quilt Roadies. It's Anna Bates, and she is known as the Woolly Mammoth on her blog. And she's a quilter and a traveler. And Anne is a friend of hers, and she showed her house all decorated for Christmas and her sewing room. And that is where Barb and I saw it. And I just know Anne from Instagram, commenting and drooling over her pieces whenever she shows anything on Instagram.
Right.
So I was so excited to actually see her quilting room and her Christmas decorations, and
it was beautiful. It's worth taking a look at because it's really pretty.
And it was taped in December. I don't know the name of it, but Anna only has maybe 3 or 4 that were recorded in December, so it wouldn't be that difficult.
And doesn't it say home tour or something
like that? Yeah.
So you'd probably be able to find it pretty easily.
So again, that's Quilt Roadies, and if you quilt, you might like it. She does a lot of different things. So okay,
I'm ready for
consult.
I'm ready for our WWLD. So you probably have remembered this one.
That's so cute.
Winter. And so I went shopping. I want to do a flat fold because that's one of my goals, to try doing that this year. And I came home with 2 fabrics, and I don't know which of them I like better. I wanted to use, bring that taupey brownie color in, just because I don't really have blues in the house, and I don't know. I didn't want to use navy, but I don't know which of the 2. This one kind of reminds me of like rainy snow coming down, and this one kind of reminds me of like windy. And this has like some pink tones in it, which picks up this, but this kind of is a really good color, I think, with the mitten. So what would Leanne do?
And I think I would go with this one.
And that's the one I was leaning towards. And
really?
The clerk talked me into the other one.
I think
it's such a good color, and
it just goes so well. And I'm like a darker person anyway, and I'm like a plainer person.
So
I think that would look really cute.
I was thinking maybe have you seen anyone who put a little like strip of fabric showing on the front yet? Or would that look too busy?
What do you mean?
Like if you sewed like a strip so that was showing on the front.
Like triple layer it?
Oh, because does some of the backing fabric show on the front side, on the stitch side?
Oh, on the flat fold?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The background does.
Oh, well, never mind.
So
I'll have
you could put a triple one if you wanted.
No, I think I'll just keep it simple for the first time I'm doing one.
Let's see, I just think it's more washed out.
I like the background color being so spot on with the mitten color.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do too.
That's what it's going to be then. And this is cute. I'll maybe use it for something else.
Oh, you'll definitely use that for something else.
Right.
I mean, you could use both fabrics too in it if you want.
Right. But probably not.
No, that will be very cool when you're done.
So you'll see it around Halloween. So that's all I have.
Definitely be done by next winter, right?
Yes.
So, let's see. Any thrift store finds or anything?
I'm trying to think. I was in one last weekend, and just like nothing was speaking to me.
I went in last week too, and there was nothing that I would say, oh, Barb would pick this up. There wasn't anything.
Yeah.
So.
Although, I don't know. I must have one of those faces, because like I was in there for 10 minutes, and this one lady comes up to me with like these cutesy cat figurines, and she's like, aren't these cute? And I don't know. They really weren't. But like I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
It's like, yes,
so
if you like them.
I'm like, oh, yeah, they're cute. And she's like, oh, I'm so glad someone else thinks so. And then I'm over by, like, always digging through, like, the craft supplies. And this lady starts to tell me how she needs to learn how to embroider, and going on and on and on about how good her mom is at all that stuff, or was, and I'm like, well, try cross stitch, it's really easy. Well, then she tells me, like, she's an expert knitter, and I'm like, well,
oh my gosh,
if you can knit, like, what's the difference?
Well, so many cross stitchers cross over into other crafts,
right? But it's not like you have to, like, be good at everything or check it out. I mean, if you have something you like to do, then just stick with it. Yeah. So that was all in like 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe don't talk to strangers.
You need a sign like Lucy from Charlie Brown did, advice 5 cents.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
No, I mean, they were both very nice. I shouldn't make it sound like they were bothersome, but it just is funny because I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe a place to hang out.
Better than the lady that was standing next to me. She picked something up and yelled, I would never pay that much for it, and just tossed it back on the shelf. I'm like,
did you have it in your cart?
No. No, I said I didn't find anything. And I don't even know what...
Just like a crabby person?
Yeah, I don't even know what she was going to pay for. So.
All right.
Okay, well then, let's see.
Oh.
Mail call, just bills.
No mail.
And let's see. Okay, how about never have I ever?
Okay. Never have I ever got undressed and had floss fall out. So if I understand this right, if it happened, if it's never happened to you.
Would you say it's happened or not?
It's happened to me.
Really?
Oh, yes.
I have to say I've gone to the bathroom and then found like a big long piece. I'm like, dang, I was looking for that floss.
Yeah, I know. I lost a piece of floss and it was on my big furry bathrobe the one day on my butt. I'm like, oh, well, I've been sitting on it. That's why I can't find it anymore.
And it's like, if it's DMC, it's okay. But if it's like a fancy floss and you're like, dang, I gotta pick that up and put it back.
Yeah, I mean, it was on my bathrobe. It's like no big deal.
I know, but you gotta like,
yes.
Yeah, I'm keeping this piece. So, okay,
do you have one?
I do have one. I have, okay, and this was talked about once before. Licked my floss to thread my needle. And this was brought up by Country Stitchers, Deb and Liz. And it was just hilarious. Yeah. So I'm definitely a licker.
Yeah. Yep. Oopsie. Sorry, people. Sorry. I don't know what's going on there, but something.
But we'll just add some music to your enjoyment.
Oh. You're fine.
So yeah, in the comments, just let us know if you would, where the oddest place you found floss.
Yeah.
And if you lick it.
Yeah, it's, I feel like the only time I wouldn't have, I had just had a snack, but then usually I've washed my hands, so.
Oh, I always have Perel, but like Bath and Body Works, fun glittery stuff.
I know, but if you've had something recently in your mouth.
Oh yeah, no, but I always do my hands before I start stitching, and I like the glittery ones.
Oh jeez.
So a lot of my Christmas stitches have little glitter in it, and I'm like, that's fine with me.
It's a little ambiance.
Yeah. So, and then stop the floss. I want to get off.
I do have a stop the floss, something that I don't know if I need to show this whole thing, but the history of this is, I don't know, I started doing these cake books. This is one of my cousin's daughter's wedding cake. So what I do is I make a book for them, and I think this is maybe the, let's see, there's...
You made their wedding cake?
No, I made a book.
A book of the wedding cake.
No, I did not make their wedding cake. I took a picture of the wedding cake.
Oh, I'm like, you made that?
No. Don't start false rumors. I think the first one got married like maybe 8 years ago, and so it's like 4 of my cousin's daughters who we're close to, and then I made one for my niece. So this is the 5th one I made. So what it is it's a book. I always put their wedding cake on the front, and then a couple pictures of the bride and groom on the back. But what it is it's like, I'll put some of their wedding pictures in. And pictures like from their shower. But then I put my recipes for cakes that I've made.
And you've made that cake.
I've made all these cakes. This is the rum cake, which has a great story in our family. My niece was like 5 years old, and my sister used to make the rum cake all the time. And it was my brother-in-law's birthday, and all of a sudden you hear this little 5-year-old going, rum cake, rum cake, rum cake, that damn rum cake. It's not like people in our family swear a lot, but so there's like more wedding pictures.
Oh, that is a really cool idea.
Let's see. Oh, I want to show you this one thing.
Oh, I want that carrot cake recipe.
Oh,
is that the one that you made?
Here. Oh, and then I'll put like their wedding invite. I'll scan it and put that in there. So they have that.
That is very cool.
Oh, do you recognize this?
Yes, I do.
I didn't have a picture of this cake. So I went on Facebook and grabbed it from Leanne because she had made it. And I'm like, yeah, that works. This is really a good cake. And it's pretty easy too.
If I could do it, that is my cake.
It is your cake. It's at your house.
Did you give me credit in the credits?
No, I'm sorry I did not. Oh, and then we've talked about my lamb cake that I do. So this is, every Easter I make one. And so these are some of the various ones. Let's see, there's, the one was Lady Baba, one was Barack Obama, one was clam bake, one was just wild.
Did you have Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, this one is Lambeau Field for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron with an E, because she had a bow in her hair. So yeah, just kind of funny that way. And just like for a while, some of my pictures are much better. I always think that I will update them, like make the cake again, and then sometimes look at how, isn't that a nice picture?
That's a really cool picture.
Martha and Michael. In case you're ever watching. I doubt it, but yeah, so this one I like
John's
too.
Daughter?
Yeah. And this was actually I took it the day after one of her sisters got married, and we got to take a flower arrangement home, so like I had it all kind of staged up, and I thought that looked pretty professional.
Oh, that was cool. Yeah.
So
Very
so
neat.
I usually, there's like some little stories that I've included if there's something related to the cake, or if it was like our grandpa's recipe. Or,
that's very cool. Very good idea.
So anyways, that's what it is.
Wow.
So, this one isn't that different than the one I did for her sister like 2 years ago. But, you just have to remember to switch out the pictures, and and I think I added a couple more pages. But
that's very cool.
Yeah,
that's
so
very cool.
That's what I've been doing.
Well, and then I kind of forgot. I didn't show this, did I?
Mm-mm.
So I did finish. I did have a finish. I finished this February, and I put it on this little box from Hobby Lobby. I have a ribbon on it. I don't know that I think I like it better without the ribbon, but I think I might look for pink to put on there, and I just didn't have anything on there. So, and then another my Lost in Floss is
Oh, wow.
my Valentine table runner.
Wow, you got that done really quick.
Well, I had this done last year.
Oh,
this is something different. I'm working on something different.
Oh, okay. I'm like, holy cow. That's really pretty.
No, I'm working on a different
Is this
Valentine
the one the cake was on?
No, no.
That's a different
you know what? I'll bring that next.
Okay.
The next video.
Okay.
So we can maybe show your cake again and the and the quilt on the cake.
Yeah, if I don't have the book shipped away. So
and that's
about all.
That's all we have.
Yeah.
So happy winter.
Yep. It's January and we're moving through it. It hasn't been a bad winter here in Wisconsin so far. The southern part of the state, I should say, which has been great. The temperatures have been fairly nice for January. Yeah. I think it's supposed to get cold this weekend.
Cold and snow. We're supposed to get. So we haven't had snow for a while.
Just dustings more so in November, I think even.
Yeah. So we've been So
we're back to that.
Somebody wrote in the comments that they were from Wisconsin and she was gonna watch her sews.
Oh.
And I'm like, of course I had a comment with a sew, but I only commented with one sew.
And sometimes I do put them in caps, just
yes.
so you know.
I capitalize my sews.
Yeah.
But okay, well, with that being said, have a good week. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe. If you hit the little bell, then you'll get our notifications because we're very sporadic in when we record.
Yeah.
It just depends on when we have time to get together. So with that being said, have a good
winter.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.